Alright, today guys, we're talking about how to catch a bass in the fall, right? Talking about where to find them at, what bait to use, and how to weather affect them. Alright. So for the bass, right, you can find a bass from stumps, structure, cover, point, channel swings, dogs, drop-offs. Everyone can find a bass at, right? And then baits you use to catch them, right? So let's go into a let's go to a jig, right? Let's say, right, you trying to try to structure, right? Some wood, some rocks, maybe some grass. You want to use it like a jig, alright? It's right here. This is a jig. And with a jig, right, all you would do, right, you would flip it or throw it in there, right? It's fall, so it might be a little cold. So you throw it in there, right, and you let it hit the bottom, right? And sometimes you just let it sit there, right, maybe for like 5 to 10 seconds, 20 max. And like you just sit there and you just like pop it back, or just pop it back one time, right? Really slow, or you drag it back. And you just let it sit there, and you pop it back, or you drag it back to you. And most of the time that will get a bite, right? Use that jig, put in the cover, and going slow. Don't go fast. Or maybe, right, it's like a warm front, right? It's like a sunny day out. Maybe go a little faster with cadence, and maybe you can use like a faster trailer, like a race crawl. And trailers matters too on your jigs, right? Say, right, it's cold, right? It's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees, right? Or maybe low 50s. You want to use kind of like a chum trailer, or like a trailer that don't move in the water. Let's say, right, getting like a little warm, like high 50s, 60s, maybe like a sunny day, high 40s. You might get away with using like a KVD raised buck, I think. Or maybe you can use a race crawl. That's why I fish a jig. And look, you also fish jigs or drop-offs too. Let's say, right, you might be fishing like a rocky drop-off, right? You fishing, right? You throwing it out there, right? And it just it's like a bank, a steep bank, right? Going in this drop. And sometimes, right, you throw your jig out there and just pop it in, right? And you drag the drop off, you let it drop off, and let it sit there for a cool like 10 seconds. And I can get a bite. It's just a jig dropping off in the water until it's flipping in the water, right? A bass might just hit it off the drop off, or when it's dropping off. Yeah. The second bait I would use when I try to get bass in the fall is a jerk bait. This is a mega bass. What is a mega bass jerk bait? And I always use jerk bait when I see bass schooling up, feeding bait fish. And it's just really good on like, it can be sunny days or cloudy days. It's very good. Or maybe, right, fishing like, you can fish structure with this, yeah. And you can also fish this with structure, but you gotta watch out, it might get hung. Or let's say, right, you can fish like, you can't fish drop-offs with this. You might fish drop-offs, but most of the time it's a good bait, and they're feeding, they're active, right? Or even like, say, right, the bass, you say, right, you're in a live scope, right, you see bass below the minnow, they're just feeding, and you throw at them and it jerk it, right? And this is kind of how you want to work it, right? When you work the jerk bait, you kind of want to like make sure you have slack in your line. And you get your rod, right, and it's 1, 2, right, and you just pause it for like 10, 20 seconds, or maybe 5 seconds. Depends how cold it is. Depends like how the bass is pressured. This kind of depends on like how the bass is like feeling that day. And you kind of throw it out there, right, and you just want to jerk it. Like, say, right, first time, right, you trying to get a jerk bait to your depth, right? So you jerk it like 1, 2, 3. You want to pause it for like 10 seconds. Then the second time, right, you jerk it again like 1, 2. And you pause it another 5 seconds or 10 seconds. And you just keep on doing that, and this jerk bait will catch you maybe like 10 bass. It knows for catching a whole lot of bass. They know for being good in tournaments. And then I would recommend this in fall bass fishing right now, and winter bass fishing too. It's a very good bait, and the bass are feeding right now, and they're kind of active, or they can be lethargic sometimes, depending on how cold it is. Like a cold front, pretty tough. And another bait I would recommend you use, right? Either kind of on the warmer days or like the bass on the bank and then the sun is like shining on the bank of those rocks and it's feeding and it's active. Or just like say right you see bass like blowing on top water. I will use a popper. My dad uses a lot. And I would do it's pretty simple. You kind of throw it out there and you just get a rod and it's like this. And it was bloop, 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 and you go kind of slow. And you see bass feeding on bait fish, or you see bass just blowing up, maybe going on a live scope, offshore fishing, right? You see bass feeding on bait fish and throw it out there, right? And go bloop, 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 and you see bass just hit it. But you gotta have the right cadence though. Sometimes running slow, sometimes running fast, sometimes running just middle of speed. But this popper, right? It'll catch like 10 bass a day. Like, it'll whack them like a jerk bait. But all you gotta do is throw it out there and just bloop, bloop, bloop. And the structure you can target this is like you can target dogs with this. You can target points. Yes, you can target points with this for sure. You can target banks, channel swings, creeks. Man, you can target anything with this right here. I mean, it really doesn't matter. You can't really target. You can target a drop off. It might work depending on how deep it is, but this right here, the bass is active. Every time I cover water, maybe you just bait. It's really good. It'll catch them on those hard days too, because it's very finessey. Yeah, not like a spook. Another bait I will use now, and this bait is known for catching a lot of bass, big bass, and a lot of bass. Is a crankbait. This is a 6 cent crankbait. Pretty good. And this crankbait, right, man, you can cover everything with this, man. So you can teach how you try to fish a creek out. You can use that cover water. You can fish it drop offs. You can fish it on structure. You can fish it on rocks, wood. I mean structure. Like, you can fish it grass. I would recommend it. Maybe like a square bill. Maybe rip it out the grass, but this is really good because you look this right here, right? Sometimes bass will fall, right? Those stick to structure, right? And the crankbait is like boom, 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 and it bounces off the structure, and a bass will just hit it, like say right, you fishing right, and there's a log, right, and it's swimming. When you hit that log, bass will hit it, and you get like a 2-pound bass like that. Or if it's in rocks, right, and you hit off like a big old rock or boulder, it'll like kind of bounce off, and a bass will just hit it like that. And you can fish this almost anywhere that's just like no grass at. Dogs, I wouldn't recommend it, but you can still catch them. But if it's anywhere no grass at, it'll catch them. But sometimes on those like blooper sky days, I'll use a side crankbait because the bass can be very pressured. But it's a very good bait to use. You can catch a lot of bass and big bass too, quality bass, just like the jig. Another bait I would use is a part of the crankbait family, the Libs crankbait. This fresh shot color is good for now. The card is turned red. Same with the crankbait. All you really have to do is you throw it out there, right? You just reel it in, right? Medium speed. And this you fishing grass, right? And you rip out the grass, right? And you just catch them. Like let's say, right? You fishing grass line, right? But it can't be thick. If it's a grass line, right? And you reel it in, and you cook out the grass line. You rip it out because the grass will hold heat for the bass, right? And you rip it out the grass. The bass will just eat it right when you rip it out. It's like a reaction bite almost. And then you can fish on banks too. Say the bass on the banks, right? It's a sunny day during the banks. Fishing on the banks is really good. Okay? You don't even get hung up on the banks too much. You fish it, hey, rods up high in the air. And you fish on the banks, and they'll hit it because the banks got a whole lot of leaves or structure. You rip it off leaves or structure, they'll hit it. And look, it's very finessey too. Like the red eye shad version, it looks like a little shad. And say right, you like at a spot, they got a lot of bridges and stuff. You throw in a bridge wall or throw out a pillar, right? It looks like a shad on a wall, right? And bass love putting shad on the wall, or just putting shad in bad situations so you can eat them, right? And throw on the wall, you just reel it in, right, they'll eat it. Okay, it's finessy, it looks like a little shad, or it looks like a crawdad. And you can fish this anywhere. Wood, rock, grass, maybe docks, maybe around docks. But all you really do it out there, fill it in, and it's very good covering water. It's very good finding bass. It's really good, and those hard catches wasted sometimes. And Blooper Sky, once again, I wouldn't use rattlesnakes. Last bait I will use is a Cinco or a worm. Pull that out real quick. We don't click off the video yet. This right here will catch like 23 bass a day or 10 bass a day. This is the best thing to use when the bite is hard, nothing working, man. Pull this out, put it wacky rig it, right, like hook in the middle, wacky rig it or Texas rig it, or I don't really want to put in a drop it. It's not a trick worm. I wouldn't even put it on a drop shot. But this right here, you fish it in docks, grass, wood, rocks. You can fish it anywhere. Structure cover anywhere. And all you really do is how you fish it, right? You throw it out there and you let it hit the bottom. It's not on the bottom, then you waste your time. You gotta let it hit the bottom. And when it's on the bottom, you can look. You can drag it on the bottom. You can pop it off the bottom, or you can rise it off. You can rise it up off the bottom. And all you really do is just like, or look, or one more thing. Or when you're on the bottom, right, you let it stay still sometimes, right? And if finesse is just a waste, then you move it, like you throw them off, right? Like you throw it out there and you let it stay still, for like 10-20 seconds. You move it again, very slightly, right? You need to shake it. And when the bass is like that, they're like lethargic or they're just very finessey, but fish has been like beat on a lot. You fish like that, where you move it very slightly and you move it like every so like 10-20 seconds. You catch me like 5 bass a day, 10 bass a day, and like a high pressure spot. The water can be real clear, high pressure. If you just let the thing stay still for 10-20 seconds, you just move it and shake it very little, you'll catch them. And this is a good bait when the bite is hard, or you're trying to like, they say right, you just got the covering water, right? And water bass, right? Got all the points on your wood and rocks and stuff. And this is a good bait when you're trying to clean out your spot and you're trying to catch all the bass in the spot. Like you catch all the bass that's in the spot right now you found. Last thing I'm going to bait is a trick worm. I'll see you in the next video. Where'd it go? Alright, I can't find a trick worm, but you know what that is. Fish on a drop shot, and drop shot you throw it out there on spinning bass, right? And you have a weight on the bottom and like a little circle hook, a tiny circle hook, and you throw it out there and spinning bass. Sometimes the bass is not on the bottom, right? Just kind of suspend it, and the bass is spinning. You'll now look down sometimes, not at all. And you throw it out there and you shake it like this, or let it stay, or maybe you keep pissing your line, let it stay still, and let the thing just kind of like just hover in the water just like that, how it look, and shake it every once in a while, and the bass will just hit it. That's really good. That's another really good finesse bait for some drop-offs, for some wood, for some rocks. But don't fish the fence. Yeah, you can hang up. And fishing docks too. Skipper on the docks is another very good bait for that too. And you just shake it, or let it stay still with tension. And you move it, like very slightly though, with raw tip on spinning reel. So now we're gonna talk about how the weather affects the bass and how they act. All right. So let's say, right, you got a cloudy day. One of the best days to go is bass fishing. In the fall, yeah, in the summer, amazing. But in the fall right now, a cloudy is very good, right? And when it rains, it's very good too. The bass is not as pressure, like it's a blue sky day. It was cloudy, right? The bass are feeding. They just feast on everything right now. They feed on the cloudy day. That's how they tend to feeding. Or maybe they'll go out deep. And on a cloudy day, you want to throw white baits like this. Some white, like a bone colored bait. Or you can throw a chatter bait when it's cloudy. You can throw anything that's cloudy. You can throw like a bait with rattles in it when it's cloudy, because they're feeding and not pressured. When it's cloudy, the bass not that pressured. They're just feeding. They're kind of just chilling. They're eating, they're feeding. And let's talk about like a probably cloudy day. Those are good days to fish too. And on those days, you can still use a crankbait, jerkbait, anything really too. Same thing with cloudy day. Use anything, but I'll go a little more finesse it. I won't use white. I'll use something like maybe something like a little clear. Maybe something that like resembles a shad or like a crawdad, kind of like this. Or this is really good too for like a bright cloudy day. This is good too. Now let's get to the extreme. Bluebird sky days. Bluebird sky days are like no clouds out. Those are the most hardest days to fish now, right? This is when you pick this up right here. That's sinking. And that's when you throw it out there and just drag it back real slow, or you just pull up real slow and let it sink down to the pocket to the pockets of the grass, or you throw it on the docks. And when it's like bluebird sky days, the bass go under the docks, it's just the wood, it's the rocks, it's just the cover. Because in bluebird sky days, you know how your ears pop? That's how the bass feel. They're pressured. They don't really like it. I guess the wood helps them, I guess, or the cover helps them. And bass will just take the cover, and you gotta be real finessey, and you gotta throw like a wacky rig to him, or you gotta throw like a not this big of jig, like a smart jig to him, and gotta be slow too. You gotta use like the least amount of weight you can get away with, and let it just flutter down really slow. That's what I use, right? That's how the bass react. That's how the bass act on a bluebird sky day. Very finessey, very pressure, and you gotta use very finessey baits. And a popper work too. Sometimes on bluebird sky days, right, they will start feeding on fish. They will in the morning, and they will in the middle of the day sometime. But they will feed on fish. I mean, they'll start blowing up sometimes on bluebird sky days. That's when this popper come out, and it works really good. It's very finessey. Got battles. It's very good, and just use the popper on bluebird sky days. It's very good on that too. And popper you can use on all kind of days. But that's the end of the video. If you like and subscribe. I have four subscribers right now. Let's try to hit 10 subscribers, and I'll see y'all, and bye.